Spraying through smoke may seem like luck, but there are a few things you can do to be a little bit more lucky. Hello everyone, my name is Atchax and today we are going to talk about how to spray through smoke. Make sure to subscribe if you want to be the first to see more videos designed to help you rank up like this one. Let's get right into it. First, you should be spraying almost every time because increasing the number of times you shoot increases the likelihood that one of your shots will land depending on the angle. Also, you'd be surprised how many people try to peek and just walk into your shots. Typically, the most difficult part is figuring out where to aim, and there are a couple concepts that I'm going to introduce to you to help you with that, so that it is more than just random guesswork. The first is when you actually know where people are. Here, Jet was scanned, so I knew where she was. Then I just traced where I thought she would be. When people are tagged, they move at a certain speed, whether you can see them or not. Anticipate this speed and trace them through smoke to find the spray down even when you can't see them. The second is to pre-aim common angles. The essential question is, where would you expect someone to be if there wasn't a smoke when you peeked? Players will tend to hold common angles, even when there is a smoke in between you and them. I have a lot of them memorized and you probably do too. If you don't know where a specific angle is, you can usually look at the corner of the angle above the smoke. On defense, there are certain areas attackers have to cross to get to sight, such as B Haven. If you spray through this smoke, you'll be able to tag someone who is crossing, and you know they will be crossing at some point, greatly improving your chances. You can also use a molly to force someone out of an angle, kind of artificially creating that area where the opponent has to cross and spraying through it. I do this into random corners through smoke if I would have shot that molly anyways. As the game progresses, you will begin to learn where people play. A lot of random players in ranked don't have much positional variation, so you can spray at these common positions through smoke as you learn them within the same game. Sometimes you'll just know where people are instinctively as part of Gamesense. I don't know how accurate your Gamesense specifically is, but you could definitely try listening to it and seeing how it goes. And of course, random spraying is always an option. This is the only one where I really go for body shots. The last component would be when to shoot. The timing can be a little complicated, but if you look at these clips, you can notice that I have a pause in most of them. I am waiting for the opposing player to peek. Oftentimes, if players aren't spraying through smoke and they have nothing else to do, they watch the smoke and wait. If they're just going to stand there, then there's no point in risking shooting too early and missing them. Typically, it's a good idea to shoot when you know people are advancing. In the end, most of the timing is Gamesense, and I use timing similar to what I talked about in my video on when to pre-fire. The basis of that concept is most players have a rhythm to the timing of their peaks, and you can learn it and pre-fire them, which works through smoke too. The main thing that stops a lot of players from landing frags through smoke is choosing not to shoot at all. That's good news, because choosing to spray through smoke is relatively easy. I've commonly heard the notion that it is a waste of ammo, but realistically having 2 to 3 full magazines left over isn't going to do you any good either. That's definitely more of a waste of ammo because by next round you'll either be refilled or you won't have that weapon. The other thing you should note is that spraying through smoke can give away your location for sure. If you are on some sort of masterful flank and the opponents have no idea where you are, then maybe hold off. But if you are coming from somewhere the opponents expect you to come from anyways, it's not that much of a risk, especially if you relocate. You do want to move at least a little after you spray most of the time. Also, you should probably decide whether you want to spray for headshots or body shots. That's personal preference, and whichever one you choose is probably a good idea. I almost always go for headshots initially if I know where someone is, and I sometimes go for body shots if I don't. Spraying through smoke may seem like luck, but as your game sense improves, you will start seeing patterns and using them to land some incredible low-risk sprays through smoke in which your opponent never stood a chance. I hope you found some value in this video. Best of luck everyone and have a great day.